Well, hello everybody, and welcome into Multiverse Videos Tech Tuesdays. And today I thought I would go ahead and follow up on the What's on My iPad video. I thought I'd go ahead and do a What's on My Mac video. And this actually is a MacBook Pro. This is a older model. This is a 2011 machine, so this machine's almost 5 years old. But this machine has had upgrades done to it to help ease the transition to make an older machine work a bit better in the new modern age. This has had its maxed 16 gigabytes of memory. This also has a solid state drive in it that I installed. It's a Samsung 850 Pro SSD. Let's go ahead and get started. First off, I thought I'd show you what's in the dock, first of all, exactly where we'd all go. First of all, on the dock, let's see, I'll just zoom in a little bit here to make it a little bit easier to see. Down here on the dock, we have Finder. Of course, all of us who are in the Macintosh environment know exactly what the Finder is. The Finder is the Macintosh's file system. This is where Apple stores all your files. It's called the Finder. And it's very similar to Windows Explorer in Windows, except the Finder came first, but we're not going to get into that. But anyway, it's Finder, and this is where if you click on it, you open up a Finder window right here, and you're able to browse through the entire file system of your machine. So this is just Apple's file system on the Mac. They call it Finder. So that's all that is. I think all of us who are in the Mac world know exactly what that is. Right here we have Launchpad. Launchpad is something Apple gave us in OS X Lion 10.7. Which allows us to see a beautiful full screen arrangement of our apps. In fact, I'm not going to keep zooming in and out, I'll just do this. So Launchpad, it's very similar to iOS. If you click on it, you get a beautiful overview of all your apps. It really is a great way to see all your apps, and you can kind of, click on one and, and off you go. Right here we have Parallels Desktop. As you see on my desktop here, I actually run a virtual machine of Windows on my computer. This is Windows 10 Pro, and this is how I do it. It's through Parallels. And when that opens here, you'll see I'll get the startup window. And if I just click this, it'll turn it on and we'll boot right into Windows, but we won't do that. Right here is Handbrake. Handbrake is a wonderful tool. I use this a lot. Handbrake is a video conversion tool, and it basically accepts any file format, and it allows you to convert it into an MPEG-4. And MPEG-4 is standard. It's widely accepted by the industry. Here we have Motion. Motion is Apple's 3D effects tool for video editing. You can do a whole bunch of 3D effects with this. Actually, the intro for my main channel was created in Motion. Motion is a really cool tool. I don't use it a lot, but it is a cool thing to have. It's Apple's version of After Effects. That's basically what it is. And it's a companion product to Final Cut Pro. Speaking about Final Cut, there it is. This is where I edit all my videos. Every single one of my videos for this channel, for my main channel, are edited in Final Cut. I have standardized on Final Cut Pro about 4 years ago. I think I standardized on it. And I love it, and that's just my video editor of choice. Here we have Safari. Safari is Apple's standard browser on all their devices, iOS and the Mac. I just use it. It works for me. Safari, I think, is the best browser for the Mac in terms of speed and performance. Here we have RadarScope. If you remember from the What's on My iPad video, I showed you RadarScope. There's also a Mac version of RadarScope, and again, this is just the best radar display app that's available out there for the Mac. This is a wonderful app, and I love it. And every weather geek should have RadarScope on their phone. And if you have a Mac, you should have RadarScope. It's the best that's out there. Here's GarageBand. I think this is very standard. I think all of us know what GarageBand is. It's a very versatile tool. Photoshop, this is the CC version, Creative Cloud. Yes, I broke down and got Creative Cloud. Adobe Illustrator, again, these are pretty standard. I don't need to go through that. Those are pretty standard. I do use those quite regularly. Here we have Tweetbot. Tweetbot is the best Twitter client known to man. I have never seen a Twitter client like this. I love it. Tweetbot is fantastic. This is basically the only Twitter client that I enjoy using. No other Twitter client is better at Twitter than Tweetbot. Here we have photos. Again, this is pretty bog standard. Photos replaced iPhoto on the Mac. This moves your photos library, your videos, everything over here, pretty bog standard. Mail, again, that's just Apple's mail client. I use it. It's there, why not use it? Google Chrome, this is my secondary browser. A lot of people will choose Chrome as their primary browser. I don't. I use Chrome as my secondary browser. There are some websites where Chrome runs better than Safari. Remote desktop, this basically allows me to control any Mac that is on my network. As you see here, any Mac, I don't have, basically all my other computers are turned off right now, but if I had one of the other Macs I have turned on, I could click on it and basically I could do anything with it, control it, observe. So for example, if someone was using one of my other Macs and they were doing something that I didn't want them to do, I could totally blindly, I could view what they're doing, lock them out, or I could totally shut down the computer. Remote desktop is wonderful. It's standard to only Apple products. I don't think you can get a Windows machine to control an ARD. I don't think you can do that. I've heard of people being able to do it, but I haven't been able to do it. Here we have Calendar. Again, just bog standard. It's the Calendar app on OS X. It's very standard. Keynote, again, this is Apple's version of PowerPoint. I like it better than PowerPoint. So all of my presentations I create are created in Keynote. Pages, again, this is Apple's version of Word. I just like it better. You know, I just use it. It's part of the iWork suite. I just like it a little bit better, so I use it. iTunes, again, pretty just bog standard. We all know what that is. All my music is in here. Microsoft Word and PowerPoint, pretty bog standard, so that's that. Here we have Maps. Apple brought the Maps client from iOS over to the Mac a few years ago. It is a nice way to look up addresses and get quick directions and things like that when you are not on Google or something. It's just a quick way to find things. Bonix TV, this is really awesome. Bonix TV allows you to do a whole bunch of cool different things. One of the things that you can do with this is chroma keying or green screening, and I got to figure out where it is in here. But anyway, you can do things like this, and you can create a whole bunch of cool effects, and basically you can green screen with this. This is a wonderful tool, and this is what it looks like. But as you see with the logo here, green screen, you can do that with this. It's really awesome. And I do use it sometimes. It is a great way to do green screening. Preview, again, this is just Apple's standard PDF and picture viewer. Works good for me. VLC player, I use this versus QuickTime player, and the reason for that is simply because it plays everything. VLC allows me to play every single file format without any conversion, so it works very well. This is only in here because it's open. QuickTime player, QuickTime player is what is currently recording this video, so that's why it's there. And here we just have my application stack where you can see all my applications. So we got about that. Let's take a look at some of the other applications here. We have, again, contacts, pretty bog standard, reminders, notes, again, standard OS X apps. Messages, we do have iMessage on the Mac, and there it is there. FaceTime, audio calling, photo booth, you know, pretty bog standard. iPhoto, it's in here. I still do have it. I don't use it anymore, but I still do have it. iMovie, this is what I used to edit my videos in about 4 years ago. I don't even know how to use it anymore because Apple changed it like 3 times since the last time I used it, so I don't even know how to use it. But it is in there if I ever decide to mess around with it again. Audio Hijack. This is a great audio editing program, remind me later on that. But Audio Hijack, it's a great way to record audio and rip audio from other devices and things like that. It's a wonderful thing. Audio Hijack, it's kind of the magic as into how you can do some things. Again, there's Battery Monitor. This allows me to view some battery status about my machine, and we're fully charged, and the battery capacity, yeah. The battery on this computer does need a replacement, and I don't know if this machine's worth $80 to buy a new battery. I don't know yet. Our Mac Tracker. This is a great way to view every single Apple product Apple has ever released. Every single Mac is in here. Every single product that Apple has released is right in here. It's a very wonderful thing. And you can see it dates all the way back to the original Power Mac G3, even the Apple One. You can go all the way back and view, even the original Macintosh. You can go all the way back and view every single product that Apple has ever released, and it's constantly updated. with new models. And again, here's all the other CC apps just in a folder here. Fireplace, I love this. If you open this up, all you get is a fireplace. And I know you can't hear it, but there's actually crackling wood. It's really cool, and you can take this full screen. And this is just great for just winter time. You can put this up on your big screen TV and, you know, pretend you're roasting marshmallows in the winter. If you don't have a fireplace, that's really cool. Aurora 3D Maker, I think this is for 3D graphics, I think. I don't really use it, but I do have it on here just in case I ever do want to use it. 4K video downloader. This is a really great way to download YouTube videos. And there's a way... this is for Windows, Mac, and I think there's a Linux version, but don't count on me on that, but I think there is. You can download videos from YouTube with this. Reflector, this is really cool. Reflector is an AirPlay tool. If you open it, and on your iOS device, you'll see AirPlay down there. Basically, your Mac can now become an Apple TV, sort of. You can AirPlay your iPad to your Mac, and I think there's actually a version of this for Windows, too. And you can AirPlay your iOS device right to your computer and put it up. So, for example, if you don't have an Apple TV, because I don't, if you don't have an Apple TV and you still want or need to use AirPlay, then Reflector is the best way to do it. It's an AirPlay client, and it works with all your iOS devices. It's fantastic. Blogo, this is a great blogging thing. You can actually write and publish blogs right through here. Civilian V Campaign Edition. This I have never played. It is a game I just seen somewhere that they were giving it away for free on the Mac App Store, and I downloaded it. I don't even know how to play it. I don't even know what it is. It is some game, so if you play Civilian V Campaign Edition, go ahead and drop in the comments what it is. I've never played it, but I downloaded it because it's free, and I'm thinking like, well, a free game I'll probably never play, but I do have it. Jolly's Fast VNC. This is a VNC client, which allows me to control any computer on the network, including Windows machines, so I do use that because of that. Max. This is a fantastic way to convert audio files. And so I do use this to convert audio files. GL Golf. This is kind of a golf game. This is the closest thing I have found to Golden Tee Golf. And, you know, if anybody remembers Golden Tee Golf, not the arcade game, there was a PC version of Golden Tee Golf that was released, I want to say around 1997. GQRX is a software-defined radio. I have one of these USB TV tuner things that are designed for watching television, but they're not coded for USA television. They're coded for, I think, European. But you can use them as a radio receiver, and this is how you do it, is using GQRX on the Mac. There's other Windows programs, but GQRX is the best program for the Mac, and it allows you to basically listen to any radio frequency using one of those things. Disk Catalog Maker, I don't even know what this is. I have the Toast suite of applications on here, so I don't even know what this is. Live Screen Capture, that's probably a screen recording. There's Toast Titanium. The reason I have Toast is because Disk Utility in OS X El Capitan, we can no longer create bootable CDs or DVDs using Disk Utility. So Toast allows me to do that. It will allow me to create bootable ISO disks of Windows. I mean, this is how I make all of my restored disks for computers, is through Toast. I used to use Disk Utility, but unfortunately Apple took that feature away. Apple giveth, Apple taketh away. And they took that feature away. So this is how I do it now. Soundboard, the mighty magical soundboard. With Soundboard, this is a cool soundboard application. You can add in sound effects and things like that. JB9 Mac, this is a jailbreak utility. I used to use Red Snow to jailbreak devices, but unfortunately Red Snow doesn't work with newer devices or newer versions of iOS. And so JB9 Mac currently supports iOS 9, and so I use this to jailbreak people's phones. I tell them not to, but when people tell me to jailbreak, so when people ask me to jailbreak their stuff, this is what I use, JB9 Mac. And right now, I think this is, this works for iOS 9.0 to 9.02, up to 9.0, up to 9.1. 9.2 hasn't been jailbroken yet. I don't know when that will be coming out, but right now, this is probably the only updated one that I can find right now. It's, the name of it is Pangu, or Pangu, or whatever. Anyway, that's pretty much all I've got to show you in this video. Quite long and boring, but if you sat through it, thank you for watching. Videos from me will be uploaded every week, usually every Tuesday. Sometimes they slip a little past Tuesday, but usually every Tuesday these get uploaded. Check out my main channel, the Techies World. A link for that will be in the description down below. And like, comment, rate. Rate. You don't rate on YouTube anymore. What are you talking about? So like, comment, share, and subscribe and all that stuff. Subscribe to Multiverse Videos. On Saturdays, we have Scary Games Saturday uploaded by Hunter. Not me, but Hunter. He uploads every Saturday. I upload every Tuesday as a part of Tech Time Tuesdays. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. And I'll see you next week.